Yo, what's going on, guys? It's DeQuavius Querionton Smithson Johnson V here. Making this video like 2 weeks late because my lazy ass didn't want to record it before this. Yes, that title is right. I went to Japan and it was very, very cool. The reason I'm not making this video like I made the Hawaii and the Greece ones, which are like long form talking for a while videos, is couple reasons, and I'm just gonna basically yap about that before I actually get into the subject of the video so I can run the runtime. I mean, no one's gonna watch this because it's probably never gonna go public, so it doesn't really matter. First of all, I made a video called I Went to Utah. That was kind of short. And then I made the Hawaii one and the Greece one. The Hawaiian experience and Greek experience, those two are very long. So if I do this one short, it'll be satisfying because I'll have exactly 2 of each, so it'll match. So, even though this was another, like, one of those very far trips, it differed from Hawaii and Greece for a couple reasons. First of all, it was during spring break, not summer. I know that's kind of like an insignificant one, but it at least means something. The two were during summer, of course. The second one, this is kind of like the big reason why it's different. The Hawaii and Greece were GLA trips. Hawaii and Greece were people that I never had seen before, and I never would see again probably until actually like last weekend, which is kind of funny. Side note, I saw people from Hawaii last weekend. Well, I saw 2 people from Hawaii last weekend who I hadn't seen since like, I don't know, a while ago. Summer 2022, so that's a pretty fun side quest. Point is, this was not GLA, this was like a school trip. There's people from my school. There was one girl who was from Seneca, I think. It was Poolsville, but apparently it wasn't, it was Seneca. Yeah, otherwise, everyone else was from Clarksburg, and I've like seen people in the hallways. As opposed to Greece and Hawaii, I've like never seen anyone not named Emma, Sophia, or Izzy ever after either one of those trips. 2 out of those 3 people I've seen once afterward. So I guess technically twice because they both stayed 2 days, and I went to DC with them, and we went to Emma's party with them. But yeah, Emma's like, she lives like 30 minutes away from me. We've been dating for a year and a half. All Hawaii people. Everyone else from Greece I've never seen, even though Emma went on Greece. Which also that's another like side part. No, I'm not going to side part. I'm sorry. Another thing besides that, it's like Emma was on both of those trips, and this trip I didn't have Emma, so it was amazing. It was awesome. It was not GLA. That's all I'll say. GLA is just like a whole nother vibe. Like, and it was also shorter. This is kind of like the third one. It was shorter. It was 7 days as opposed to Hawaii and Greece, which were 10 and 12. No, Japan was 7 nights. Hawaii was 10 nights, Greece was 12 nights. There we go. For all those reasons, I was gonna make one of the long ones about Japan, but it was also like a lot of the things blended together. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm making a sort of a shorter one, but it's gonna be, I don't know, I guess slightly long. I'm hoping like over 10 minutes for sure. Anyway, I'm gonna stop yapping. Dude, Japan was awesome. Like, I feel like I've been kind of downplaying it because I've been talking about Greece and Hawaii, but dude, I loved it. So fun. It is the farthest I've ever been from home. So that's very cool. Drip, by the way, I'm not committed to Penn State yet, but I mean, I might. It just depends on financial aid pretty much. But my girlfriend also has a rich dad, so I don't know, maybe I'll gaslight. I won't. That'd be like actually unethical. That'd be stupid. Point is, Penn State Road was one of my 2 top colleges. I'm either going here or UMD. I mean, I got into places that I can accept my offer of admission that aren't those 2 colleges, but like I'm 99.9% going to Penn State or UMD. Penn State's expensive though, especially because I'm out of state. UMD, I mean, if I get like $6,000 a year, I think, of financial aid from UMD, I'm going to college for free. So, you know, that's a big indicator. It's kind of sick. Next Saturday, actually, yeah, a week from today, a week from right now. Well, actually, no, I'll be driving home probably. But a week from today, Penn State, like, full day accepted students tour. I had one for UMD last Monday, so I missed a day of school. That was cool because a couple of my friends went as well. So I went to them with a couple of things because, you know, I'm from Maryland. Like, we're all a bunch of people are going to UMD. But yeah, Penn State isn't, it's still a big, like, a lot of people apply there, but, like, not a lot of people actually go there. And, I might be one of them. So yeah, I'm going to stop yapping about college now. So, basically, Japan, I was there for, I mean, we've had 7 nights. I only had 5 full days in Japan, but it was 8 days, which is kind of weird. So here's how the schedule went. My last day of school was Friday, April 22nd. It happened over spring break. So on April 22nd, which is the normal day I went to school, on the 23rd, which was a Saturday, at the airport at 6 a.m. I woke up at 4, and previously, by the way, there were 2 student meetings for Japan. I did not go to either one of them. One of them, I actually like had something to do. I forget what it was, like during lunch. I don't even remember, but one of them I actually like couldn't go to. The other one I just didn't because I didn't feel like it. Yeah, it was mandatory, but like, was it? Was it really? Anyway, yeah, airport at 6 a.m. and that's when I learned that like most, not most, but like probably half the people on the trip were freshmen from my school. So that was kind of weird. I'm a senior, but I mean, if you didn't get it from my whole college talk earlier, I'm a senior. Like, of course, I think there were only 2 juniors, and one of the juniors was the girl that didn't even go to our school. So in total, there were 22 kids. on this trip, which is pretty similar to GLA actually, because both of the other trips were 17. Actually, no, Hawaii was 17. Greece was 18 for the first half and 17 for the second half. If you want to know why, go watch the start of the useless rambling section of the Greece video. That's not a story for today though. But 22, 18, 17, all pretty similar. But yeah, a bunch of the, I don't know the exact class numbers. I mean, I could figure it out. I guess I could figure it out now, but like I'm just too lazy. I think about half are freshmen, and then you got me. There were 4 seniors. It was me, Diego, so 2 guys and 2 girls, Elena and Yalini, and then the 2 juniors. One of them didn't even go to our school, and then some sophomores, like maybe like 6 or 7 sophomores, and everyone else was freshmen. Only 20 of the students were actually like signed up for because out of the 22 students, 2 of them were two of them were the chaperones' kids. And like Nate, he was one of the chaperones' kids. He was a sophomore, and then the other girl was in 8th grade, so she was the only non-high schooler. But there were 20 people, I guess 19 Clarksburg people, 1 Seneca person, and 2 of the chaperones' kids. That's how the 22 were made up. Chaperones' kids did not go to Clarksburg, by the way, if you're wondering about the logistics. That was corny as hell, I should shut up. There were like predetermined friendships. I thought my friend Max was gonna go, which is actually why I signed up. He didn't go because he bailed, because fucking course he did. But most people like knew other people on the trip. I didn't. I just went in like having no idea who the hell I was talking to, which I kind of liked, because that's what I did for Hawaii and basically Greece. No, Greece I knew Emma. But no one else, and I formed like lifelong friendships and shit on both trips. So you know what I'm saying. The start of the airport was kind of like the ride from the airport in Greece, because Greece is different, because Greece no one saw each other until after our flights. But like for Japan, we gathered in the airport before our flights, so we got to know each other and stuff. It was like 5. No, it wasn't 5. It was 6 a.m. because the flight left at 9. So yeah, we did that. Then we said goodbye to our parents and stuff. This whole process took like an hour, and then we left. We went through security, and then found our gate. That also took another hour. And then by pure coincidence, Emma was in the airport at the same exact time because she was going to Puerto Rico from the same airport somehow. So that's a weird coincidence. Okay, pause button goofing. But what I was saying, she's a white woman, so guess where I found her? Ding, 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 the Starbucks line. Also, like a couple of Clarksburg people in the Starbucks line. Yes, that was pretty cool. I didn't know them yet, though, so I didn't talk to them. I just went with, like, my friend Rayon. I actually did kind of know Rayon from track last year. He's not doing track this year. I asked him why. He said it was because of swimming, but yeah, that's not the point. Yeah, so me and Rayon went to, like, get food, and we just found Emma, and I was talking to Emma for a bit, and then I left and didn't see her again. Actually, yes, no, did I? I don't even remember. Did I? Oh, my God. Wait, no, I must have. Because on the way back, yeah, I did, because on the way back I didn't see her. Remember, she had a whole dilemma with the flight because it got delayed for like 13 hours. So she took a different flight out of BWI, which is a different airport. We took off from DCA, by the way. We had a layover in Dallas. Anyway, yeah, so I saw that, and then we kind of just waited, and I talked with some people, but there wasn't really any big established friendship yet. I mean, I guess my main man at that point was Rayon. So, yeah, I don't know, we just went on the flights. It was kind of random seating, which is kind of unfortunate. I got put in the middle seat, which I absolutely hate, next to this dude who was on the trip that I hadn't talked to yet. I became friends with him over the week, but I never said a word to him on that flight, so it was kind of awkward. And I also had the middle seat, so I didn't have any windows to look out of. Yeah, but anyway, we went to Dallas. We chilled in Dallas for a bit. We took this big train. It's cool. Like, if you haven't been to the Dallas airport monorails, it's like sick as fuck. All right, so we did that. We went to our gate. We chilled at our gate because we had like a 3-hour layover or something. And then we big flight. 13 hours. Who did I say? Oh, yeah, dude, I sat next to Steven. He was like this 56-year-old dude. He lived in Japan, and he was American, so I thought he was going to Japan on a vacation, but he was like, no, I live there. And I'm like, oh, word. So, yeah, I don't know, he was just telling me about Japan. I showed him my itinerary. He ordered beer at one point, and I started laughing. That's just one random thing I remember. So anyway, like 13 hours later, we landed in Japan. That's pretty cool. I didn't sit next to any of the people on my trip. But at this point, I'm friends with some people, so I find some people, I talk to them. That's when I started talking to Maddox. I think the first ones I ever said to Maddox were in the Dallas airport, and Maddox was probably like my main man. He's a freshman. He's like my goat, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah, so what did we actually do in Japan? First night, we got to our hotel. By the way, from when we stepped off the plane, well, actually, no, from when we landed to when we were able to, like, relax in the hotel was probably, like, 3.5 hours. It was a lot of stuff happened, but eventually we did get settled. So 13-hour time change, by the way, I didn't even mention that. All of us were exhausted. I think our total time between, like, when everyone left their houses and when we went to sleep that night was probably like 36 hours. More, actually. I don't know, but I mean, a lot of it was spent on planes. We went to dinner in some place that was weird. So that's because it was weird because like the seats were like a foot below where you walked. Like your feet were on the same level as like the tables were. And like the seats were like dug into like the ground. It was actually on the second floor. So I don't know how that worked. like I guess the floors, like the space between the floors is like this much, but like we were sitting at table, not sitting, walking at table level, and like the seats were just divots. Not divot, like they were seats, but they were like in the ground. Stop yapping. This video is gonna be way too long. Interesting first dinner. First day, I'm gonna actually go through my photo gallery because I had a shit ton of photos. As I mentioned, 5 full days in Japan was literally just Monday to Friday because on Saturday, oh yeah, I didn't even mention this. Saturday we left. We got there on Sunday because we left Dallas on the 23rd and arrived in Japan at night on the 24th because. Well, like we left Dallas in like mid-afternoon, like it was still daytime, and we landed at nighttime on the 24th in Japan. Those 2 days are basically the same day for me, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was actually Sunday night that we ate that weird table dinner, and then Monday through Friday were all full days, and we left on Saturday and got back on Saturday. Because, you know, time zones are weird again. I had my phone because I'm pulling up my camera roll so I can remember like what the hell we did each day. This is exactly how long the flight was. Like the one from Dallas to Tokyo. The first night dinner, that's me right there. Yeah, I look like stupid. That's what main man Rayon. I'm in Puerto Rico. I thought it was funny. Okay, I'm sorry. I should shut up. This is the first hotel view. By the way, yeah, it was very foggy and rainy for like the entire first 2.5 days we were there. I thought this was cool as fuck, so I took a picture. Look, there's little like jugs. Hold up, look. There's jugs. So I took a sexy picture. Okay, the lighting is kind of stupid. Okay, that was the first day. We had breakfast and the line was very long and like curved up a set of stairs. So that was kind of weird. Then we went to this place. I think it was called the Meiji Shrine. Look, this thing is called a torii gate. I'm just gonna refer to those torii gates because apparently my mom didn't know what that was. I did before I went on the trip actually. We went to this place. It was kind of cool. It had a bunch of gates and stuff. It was a shrine, but it was like a park. You know, it had a bunch of stuff in it. I bought this thing there. Every single day we had little like side quests where we went shopping. I took this picture because I thought it was funny. So yeah, that was like the whole morning. We just went to that cool place that we bought that thing at, which shrines, and then these are just pictures of me shopping. Oh my god, look at the cat. First day we also went to Shibuya Crossing. If you don't know what that is, just think that one intersection that's in Fast and Furious and that one movie that was in Tokyo. Yeah, it's that intersection. Then we went to this place. It was cool for lunch. This is what it looked like. It was kind of sick. It was like the most Japanese store you could imagine. I saw this in Uptown Bmore. Oh, there we go. Now you can see. Most of the morning was just like, was shopping and lunch and that one place that we went before. And then we went to this cool place that had like also very Japanese things like this thing right here. It was in like kind of the middle of Tokyo. It was just like in the middle of the city. And then we were able to go shopping again. So we just like walked around. I remember me and my group just like walked around for like 2 hours. Why did it just do that? But we walked like far because we were trying to find the store for like 20 to 30-ish minutes. Because Tokyo is very compact, if you didn't know. Also, yeah, this applies to the entire country of Japan. Everything is like 5% smaller than it is. It's like a debuff. Like the cars, the buildings, the rooms, the stores, the people. The people are smaller. And after that, we went to some dinner. Oh, yeah, after that, we went to the karaoke dinner. That was pretty cool. And then we like sang a bunch of songs and stuff. And then, oh yeah, me and Maddox had a side quest of like waving to a bunch of people because we sat next to each other on the bus all the time. We got the driver of this Ferrari to wave at us. I thought it was pretty cool. Second day, Tuesday, we Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday we did a lot of driving because Monday was only Tokyo, Friday was only Kyoto. The 3 days were just like driving and like random shit in between. Probably like those 3 days, like our average driving time per day was like 6-7 hours. Like it was a lot more actually, especially for Thursday, dude. That was brutal. It was an awesome trip though. Like don't get me wrong. Yeah, anyway, next day after that, Tuesday, we went on a boat cruise. Picture, I thought it was pretty cool. You can't even see the torii gate. I promise in real life it's like glowing orange on my phone. Then we went to this place, it was like cold as hell, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like sulfur and stuff, and it was really high elevation. And it was, it smelled like sulfur, because there was sulfur there. And it was foggy, and it was rainy, and it was windy. And even if it wasn't any of those things, it still would have been cold. So we were all kind of miserable, but it was also sick as fuck because we were in Japan. And really the only other pictures I have from that day is that night at dinner, we had to wear these like weird ass things. Look, you can see this is what it looks like. That's me, by the way. It looks like, what's it called? The Israeli flag. Yeah, my bad. But yeah, that was a cool dinner. And then that night we kind of discovered that the chaperones didn't care if we went into each other's rooms. This is very different than GLA. By we, I think I mean me, because the other people didn't have anything to compare to. The GLA was like very strict. Both trips, don't go into each other's rooms or we'll kill you. But really, like we did it all the time. And like Miss Clements, who was the main chaperone, knew and just didn't care. So it was kind of sick. Anyway, all that being said, this is me in my friend's room's closet. That was also funny because we had like a little side quest of stealing a shit ton of food. By the way, I roomed with a dude from Detroit and from a dude from Reno, Nevada. His name was Gio. Detroit guy's name was Zane. So yeah, the three of us were kind of just like together the whole time because there were 3 groups touring like the same tour. So by the way, this whole group is not with like a 22. There's more students, but usually we stuck with Clarksburg people. But yeah, they had like one extra from each trip, so they were like, you should do that. Jesus, you 3 should room together, and we were like, all right, word. So Gio didn't even. It was just me and Zane the first night actually in Tokyo because Gio came like the next morning at like 5 a.m. So me and Zane like woke up for that. And he unpacked and stuff. He's also a very good photographer. He took some sexy ass photos, and Gio took this. I think this is cool. Back to the second night, the night where I was in the closet. Yeah, we had a little side quest because we stole a bunch of food from one of the girls' rooms. I don't feel like explaining that. Anyway, next day. Oh, by the way, that hotel was like at Mount Fuji, like this close to Mount Fuji. It doesn't really look that close. Hold up, wait. There. Now, I guess you can kind of see the mountain. Yeah, no, our hotel was like a 2-minute walk from where this picture was taken, so it was pretty close to Mount Fuji. Photo of Mount Fuji, sexy-ass photo of Mount Fuji of me. Gio took that too. He's like my goated photographer guy. So that hotel had some pretty sick views and stuff. Let's see, what did we do that next day? We drove past a roller coaster. Oh, dude, that was the scenic-ass drive day. That was the first Wednesday. That was the first day that it wasn't foggy all the time. So we could actually see stuff. I mean, Tuesday, the driving probably would have been pretty scenic if it wasn't foggy, so we couldn't actually see anything. But Wednesday, when we drove, it was like, oh my god, that's kind of beautiful. And also, our hotel that day was like way up a mountain, so it took a long time to drive there, and it was very scenic like the whole way. Just pause. So that was pretty cool. I think really most of that morning we were driving because that was probably our like latest morning. We didn't even have to be out until like 9, which yeah, that's our latest morning by the way. But we got up early. Like, this picture was taken at, like, 6:50 a.m. Like that, because we went to go see Mount Fuji. Yeah, so we drove most of that morning. We went to this cool lunch place where we ordered ramen. By the way, Japanese ramen is very, very good. Maddox dropped his ice cream on the ground, which I thought was funny as fuck. Yeah, the view from that place is pretty scenic. Here's me and my 2 roommates standing at it. Also, we also went to this place called Matsumoto Castle. I just know that because it says that as his location on Apple. I would not have known otherwise. So I feel like I'm ungrateful because I forget the names of all the places, but like I promise, like we went to so many places, they all blend together. I remember each one of them individually, but I can name like 3 of them out of like 17. Golden Temple, I can name that one. That was hot. That was awesome. I don't know why I said hot. That's not hot. I mean, it was actually pretty warm that day. All right, Matsumoto Castle was pretty cool. It had stairs. The angle was like 60 degrees. There was this rather large woman in front of me. And she kept saying, if I fall, you're going to have to catch me. And I'm like, I can't do that. Have you looked in a mirror recently? No, I probably can't even fit in the view of the mirror. I tried to roast there, but it didn't work. Anyway, look at this picture. It's sick as... I should shut the fuck up. What? It didn't make the resume noise, so I stopped talking. Yeah, anyway, we did a bunch of cool stuff there. We went to the top of the tower. Yeah, that took like an hour and a half. I took a picture next to this ninja. That's when the really scenic stuff started, because, look, this picture was taken at 3 p.m. exactly, actually, and this picture was taken the next day. No, this 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. No, it was longer than that. Okay. Anyway, yeah, after that we drove up to our hotel, which took a while, and it was very, very cool and very, very pretty and beautiful and snowy. There was snow. That night we also, that was called a ryokan. That was, I mean, I love traditional Japan stuff. But that would, like, a ryokan is like a traditional Japanese hotel. That shit was ass, I ain't even gonna lie. First off, there were no beds, which is a slight issue in a hotel. We had to sleep on a floor. Traditional Japanese stuff, I guess. The food was actually good. It was, like, weird. Well, first of all, I had to use chopsticks, which I can't do because I'm white. Like, did any of the Japanese waitresses see that? No? Okay, cool. Gonna do that 44 more times. But yeah, we had traditional Japanese meals for dinner and breakfast. I mean, it was good food. Ain't even gonna lie, I like American breakfast better than I like Japanese breakfast, but like the dinner, I did actually really, really enjoy the dinner. It was kind of, even though it was hard, it was physically difficult to put in my mouth. It tasted good. Slept horrible that night because we didn't have beds. It was a cool hotel though, it was like a cool concept. I mean, not really, but this, I can't lie about. It was beautiful. The hotel view was, I think this was no, that was not our balcony view. What was it about? I don't fucking know. I don't know. This picture was taken at 9:11 a.m. A cool hotel with a bunch of good food and stuff. We also had to wear those weird robe things to dinner again. Apparently the first day we didn't, but I forgot until I saw the pictures from this day and realized that I didn't actually have to do it the first day. They look like, I think I'm sexy as hell in that picture. Next day we set off driving again. I mean, that was a big driving day, but it was also like memorable because it was beautiful. The next day was also a really beautiful day. It was like warm and sunny. You could actually see the sky. But we pretty much did a lot of driving that day. Again, this picture, we actually did stop at this place for like an hour or so. It was like a little shopping spot. That's the first time I went into a Family Mart, which is like, there's a Family Mart every like 40 feet in Japan, I swear. Like imagine, like where you live, imagine every single fast food restaurant is a Family Mart. That's what it looked like. On top of that, there were also like restaurant, like other restaurant, like 7-Eleven as well. An equal amount of those as family, probably more honestly. Oh, dude, the next day, oh, forgot about that. Dude, this place was beautiful. Oh my god, okay, this is actually really cool. The next day, what is this? March 28th? What day was that? That was Thursday. That was a big driving day. We went to the most beautiful place at the whole trip. Like this town. You know what I'm saying? And look at that view. Look at that view from the town. I mean, the town's actually down here. We climbed a hill to get here. But, like, look at that. Look how pretty that is. Look, imagine how pretty that is if there weren't clouds in the sky. I guess it was cloudy this day. But, like, if the sky was blue, it would be even prettier. Look, I'm kind of mewing in this picture. It's kind of beautiful because look at that view, dude. I understand you can't see it at all, but I promise it's beautiful. There's, like, houses and stuff. It's sick. Anyway, after that, we were there for, like, 2 hours or something because it was really pretty. By the way, Bob exists. He was a tour guide. I remember that until now. I have no idea why I chose to not say that until now, but yeah, our tour guide for the whole trip was Bob. He was the GOAT. I love that guy. He was Japanese. His real name was like, I don't know, like Xing Bong or something. So that Thursday was our big driving day. We basically just went from Mount Fuji to Kyoto in like one day. We got to Kyoto around, let's see, when did we get to? About 5:30 p.m. That day we made origami mountains because Bob gave us directions on how to, because Bob is the GOAT. And then me and my roommates went to like explore the city like without adult supervision because apparently we could do that. Apparently we were like allowed to do that. We were all like grown men, so. And I guess Gio's tour guide like was a lot more chill than ours, so I guess she trusted him. That was the fat woman, by the way, in Matsumoto Castle. I guess she trusted him not to get in trouble, which, you know, if you knew Gio, you'd know why that's ironic. Excited about Gio. I mean, he was a cool dude. Like, I was friends with him and stuff, but I was talking to a bunch of like women about him, and they didn't like him because I thought he was like a creep. Which, I don't know. Okay, cool. That night we had dinner. We did in fact have dinner, and then we, oh no, this is before, oh yeah, then we snuck out. That was pretty sick for like 5 hours. It was like 3, but still, we went to like this mall that was like 15 minutes away from our hotel. It was kind of cool. Oh yeah, I forgot, oh my god, that dinner was the night we had hot pot. I mean, it wasn't hot pot because it was in Japan. It was better. This was like okay, I can't lie, this was a really good dinner. So fire, dude. We like cooked our own stuff, and I like knew how to do. No, that was the last night. My bad. That was the last. Just put stuff in like vats of boiling water. It was sick. We had to like. It literally cooked in like 6 seconds. Had that on high, bro. Like, it was, boop, it was way up there. And after that, we went up and snuck out into Kyoto. That was kind of sick. And then we played Uno until, well, this picture was taken at 1:33 in the morning, so it was after that. It wasn't even the last night either. So I probably got like 2 minutes of sleep that night. And then Friday was pretty cool. We did a bunch of stuff. We actually did do like a lot of stuff Friday. First thing, we went to this thing that had a bunch of deer, so I took a bunch of selfies with deer because the deer were friendly. I thought that was cool. In America, deer like run away from you, but for some reason they don't run away when 80 tons of Paul Walker are headed towards them at 90 miles an hour. Then we went to this big castle thing. That's a lot bigger than it looks. I promise you. I think you think it looks like the same size of a house. No, you see. Okay, let me look. See that? And then you see like those things. Those are people. That's like a person. So this is a very large house. And then this deer got exceedingly close to me, and I thought it was funny, so I took a picture. I also got these Shut your bitch ass. You done? Thanks, oh my god. Yeah, I got this pretty coquette, which is the word Ava taught me, pictures of, what's it called, cherry blossoms? Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's on R34. Look at this. This is, oh my god. Then we drove to the Golden Temple. Dude, the Golden Temple was beautiful. Look at this. It's so pretty. Friday, like, even though it wasn't like a Friday, like, it had nothing to do with the fact that it's a Friday, but it was like the best day. It was so good. The temple was really pretty. We stayed there for like a while. We went to a bunch of gift shops. Oh, and then we ordered green ice cream. Oh my god, mocha flavored ice cream. Matcha. I don't know if those are different things. I got this photograph. I thought it was funny as hell. Then we drove to some... okay. Then, the Thousand Torii Gates. Okay, the Thousand Torii Gates was sick as hell. Look at this. Isn't this this is like an album cover. This, oh my god, it's so cool. Look at how pretty it was. This is just like some random ass place. Like, why does it look grayscale? I promise you, it's pretty. Everyone is like really good friends, by the way. By this point, I never even mentioned really the people, but like, yeah, now by this point we had like established bonds and stuff, and I'm friends with everyone. Most people. I mean, I was either friends with people or I didn't talk to them. You know what I'm saying? There was no one that was like bad. Except Maddox. It was bad as hell. That night we grilled. Dude, that night was so fun. That's what I actually knew what I was doing. That's where my white dad skills came out. Okay, look at this. Look at, I'm like directing people on how to grill. It was like hot pot, except instead of a pot, it was a grill. So it was like hot grill. It was very hot. Then it cooked quickly, but not as quickly, which is why the grilling aspect was important. I was like, hey, turn it over. People are asking me, like, is it done? Is it done? What should I do? Like, I was like the headmaster of the table. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the hell that was. Yeah, that was really cool. That was really fun. We ate a bunch of meat. that night, my mom just called dinner. I'll be back after dinner's over. Okay guys, I'm back. I just ate some some pizza. My fat ass leaving the video mid-recording to go eat pizza. Well, I've got a tip for you. I'm sorry. This is Edward. Taking to the dinner. This is kind of a sick photo, even though like none of our stuff is even people like faces, whatever is even in it. It's just cool because like silhouettes and stuff. That was taken after the last dinner. This is Ava because she took like stupid pictures of me, so I had to get my get back. Oh my god! And then at like 2 in the morning, we were playing this game. I don't even remember what it's called. It was kind of sick. It was we were doing a bunch of stuff that night. We did sneak out that night again. Teachers didn't notice because of course they didn't. Then we went back and this is the same thing happened the last 2 nights. We like snuck out and came back and stayed up until like. We stayed up later the second night, but we stayed up really late both nights. And we were playing a lot of games the second night, because I got, at some point during the trip, I got Japanese Uno. So we did that. And then we also did whatever this is. I mean, someone had a deck of cards, so we were playing some card games. Oh, yeah, so the last 2 nights were both, like, W nights. Those are really fun. Then we went on the next morning we woke up at like 6 so that we can get on a bullet train. Like we woke up before the hotel even started serving breakfast. We went on the bullet train from from Kyoto to Tokyo, and it took us like 20 hours to drive there. The train did it in like 2. It was kind of sick. I guess it was more direct anyway. But dude, we went right by Mount Fuji. Look at this. Hold up. I'm gonna turn my phone this way. Look at this. First of all, okay, you can't even really see Mount Fuji at all, but it's right there. Yeah, train goes pretty fast. Kind of sick. We said our last goodbyes to Bob. It's kind of oh yeah, this is Bob, by the way. I look gay as shit in this picture. Then we got to the airport, and it took us a bit to get to the airport, because I had to take another, like, train to get to the airport, and then I took this because I thought it was funny. Dude, I loved it. And we ate at the airport at some place, I forget what it's called, but yeah, me and, like, a couple of the guys, because I'm friends with everyone, went to the place. It was pretty... some place, I don't even know. But yeah, it was pretty cool. We ordered like stuff there. Yeah, I know, that was really specific. For some reason, I got like a ton of photos on the plane rides back, so I'm just going to scroll through them as I talk. Yeah, we had a layover on the way back in LA. And we had like a... yeah, because on the way there, we had a layover in Dallas. When is this going to end? Hold up. What is this? Forgot I had memes. Anyway, bunch of sick pictures on the plane rides back because on the way from Tokyo back, well yeah, we went back to Tokyo from Kyoto because bullet train. We went to LA, had a bunch of layovers and stuff there. Got Subway during the layover. I thought that was kind of fun. Was that Dallas? Or was that LA? No, that was definitely LA. Oh my god, that might have been Dallas. I don't even remember. I got Subway at some point. Both flights, we saw sunsets, and both flights took off at the same time. Both flights took off at 1:05 p.m. Because time zones are weird, even though, like, the first flight, I think it was, like, 10 hours, and then we had, like, a 6-hour layover, which is a long-ass layover. It took off at the same time, because time zones. It was funny. LAX is pretty big. There's a lot of things in it. You know what I'm saying? Wait. I think I'm thinking of Tokyo. Like, LAX is also big, but, like, I keep picturing... LAX, but like it's actually Tokyo. I mix them up. Airports are really nice, as you would probably expect, because they're like probably 2 of the top 5 biggest airports on the planet. Tokyo has 2 airports, by the way. We went to Haneda. I don't know if that's the bigger one or the smaller one. Look at these sunset phone pictures. They're kind of sick. Credits to Ava. Dude. Okay, you can't see it, but I promise it's pretty. The longer flight, I sat next to Maddox. Dude, me and Maddox had so much fun on that flight. We were listening to Denzel Curry, Melt My Eyes, See Your Future, the album, because that was like the only good album available. So now I know that album like the back of my hand. It's such a good album, dude. Also, by the way, on the way there, when I was sitting next to Steven, I watched John Wick. Didn't even say that yet. But I tried to watch the second one, but then I got too eepy and I went to bed. Then I woke up at I went to bed when we were still over like really North Canada, and then I woke up when we were over like the small islands of Alaska, so like all of the Canadian coastline I was asleep for. What's the shock? Like a shockingly large amount of the Dallas to Tokyo flight was over land. Like we didn't go like that, we went like that because the world is round. Yeah, the flights were pretty cool. We had a bunch of turbulence on the way. You know, when we were landing in LA after the flight from Tokyo, we had like a shit ton of turbulence. And Ava, I keep mentioning her name, and I should mention like everyone's name, and I will at some point. But she was sitting right behind us, and me and Maddox were like making fun of her because Maddox is actually like really interested in aviation, by the way. He like wants to be a pilot, which is cool as fuck. He's also a freshman, so he has a lot of time to like actually like follow his career and stuff. We were making fun of Ava because she was scared of turbulence. And then we landed in LA and had like a 6-hour layover. We landed in LA at like 6 in the morning, by the way. So I don't know how time zones work. No, we like because we took off on the 30th from Tokyo at like 1 p.m. and then we landed in LA at 6 a.m. on the 30th. So, you know, it's a bit goofy. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You blow up the Twin Towers when I am gay. I like dick in my ass. Please don't come. Yeah, alright, that's it. Long day, bro. I took like an AP Stat mock exam this morning. That took like 3 hours. And then I went to a track invitational because apparently I'm good at track now. So I was going to run a 4x4, but I ended up not actually doing it, so I didn't even really have to go. But it was a fun experience, but it was also an exhausting day. I woke up like 12 hours ago when the sun isn't even down yet. Basically just like an average school day. Sunsets are so late now, I swear, like even like after daylight savings, like the sun still wasn't setting early. And then like I swear, like it was really Japan. I came back from Japan and I was like, oh my god, the sun's out until like 8 now. It's 6 p.m. It's still bright as day. Yeah, flights back were long. We eventually got back. We landed back in DCA. It was pretty cool. Found my parents and stuff. Got my luggage. Said bye to everyone. Went home. Told my parents about the trip. We also landed there at night. We saw sunsets on both flights. I don't know what the hell is happening. Oh my god, isn't this aesthetic? I then went home and yeah, that night I went to bed in my own bed for the first time in a week, and it was pretty sick. Cause like my bed, like dude, I swear, every bed, not every, cause you know we didn't even have a bed at some of the hotels. Yeah, but like so, I don't know what it is about my bed. I always think the best in my bed, even though it's like a small bed objectively, and like the beds in hotels are probably more comfortable and more like padded and stuff and built for comfort. Just something about my bed. I slept 15 hours that night. I went to bed at 11. I woke up at 2 p.m. So, okay. the Greece and Hawaii videos, I don't know how I made Hawaii so short. It was only like 2 hours, but dude, Greece, I know why actually, because I didn't write notes every day. Greece I did, but Greece I explained literally every single intricacy of every single detail of every single day. If I did that for this trip, the video would probably be like 40, 45, no, longer than that. Why did I say that? No, it would probably be like 3 to 4-ish hours long. Greece was longer. Greece is like 6.5 hours, dude. And Hawaii was only 2, but I don't even, it should have been longer, honestly. I should have written notes. But like this trip, if I did that, it'd be long. I didn't do that for this trip, so I'm not making the longest video. But like, I know I've said a lot about the trip. I've covered maybe like 15%. So many things happened that I just made no mention of. I told you like the basics of the basics, dude. Like this, I know this video is long, but it could be a lot longer. Like this video, I mean, if I wanted to, this would probably be the same length as Greece, except that, I mean, Greece is like a longer trip, so. That's why I said this video might be like 4 or 5 hours. I said like all the details about everything, you know what I'm saying? Alright, I'm gonna go over the people really quick. No, I'm not. Too much effort. A bunch of friends. Actually, yes, I am. I'm gonna go over some of the people. Me and Maddox. Maddox is like my boy. Rayon. Diego, who's the only other senior. See, I say, he was pretty cool. Alina and Yeleni existed. Dude, the group that stayed and like played Uno the last 2 nights and snuck out, that was like an elite group. Hold on. I'm gonna pull up like photos that we took while we were out and like shout out every single one of those people because apparently I have no photos. What the fuck? No, yeah, the second to last night I have photos though. I know I do. Oh yeah, here it is. So you got me, you got Rayon, Diego, Maruk, who was a girl, approached me and was like, yo, we want to go out. Can we get you and Rayon and Diego? I don't know why they approached me, and I don't know why they wanted us 3 in particular, but I'm glad that they did because I had a fun experience. It was us 3. You know, it was a Seneca girl whose name I don't know. No, Lauren, that was her name. It was Maruk. It was, oh god, who's that? I don't know. And then you got Julia, Alina, and Yeleni. It's, what's her name? Oh my god. Lila. Yeah, that was the group. That was the Uno group that snuck out. That was a sick group. I loved that group. I had a lot of fun with that group. I had some interesting experiences. Sneaking out in Kyoto is like... It's an experience that not many will have, and I'm glad I got to have it, even though it was like blatantly against the rules and we would have gotten kicked off the trip. I don't regret it at all. Bought a bunch of cool stuff there. I bought this pink sweatshirt that I thought was right there. Apparently it's not though, so I was going to show you, but I guess I'm not now. If you have my Instagram, you saw my Tokyo post, my Japan post. The shirt I was wearing in the cover photo next to Mount Fiji that I actually showed you guys, but the quality sucks, which is why I'm referring to my Instagram. I bought that there. Bought that the first day. I bought that Monday. It was sick as hell. I bought a couple slaves. I don't know why the fuck I said that. Let's see, who else? One of the guys were there. There was Maddox. Maddox is my guy. Nate, he was a bit of a questionable human being. Let's see, who are the other dudes? I mean, I know the other, probably my best friend who was a woman at all was Ava, and she wasn't even in the group that was like we went out sneaking out with. I don't know why, but yeah. And then it was Maruk. Ava and Maruk were like, okay, that sounds really fucking stupid because I'm a senior and they're both freshmen, but I promise it's fine. I'm really self-incriminating. I'm digging a hole for my eye. Can I please fucking pick up this stick? Oh my god, I'm trying to pick that up for like 15 seconds. Man, I'm gay as shit. I don't know why I felt the need to say that. It was Train. Isn't it cool? Sidetracked and I don't remember what I was talking about. It was like sneaking out in Kyoto, I think. No, it was the people. Ava, I sat next to Ava on like the trip back from LA. It was pretty cool. She took like all the pictures I showed you on the phone. What else? Who else was there? There was Maruk. Who else? I mean, Elena and Yalini. I don't know. Let's think of just dudes now. Well, Maddox, Nate, he was funny. Scott, Ajay, oh my god, am I actually... Ben, dude, Ben is funny as hell. Advice kept getting inspected by security. He was Indian, so it's probably racist. No, I guess Rayon got through cleanly. He's Middle Eastern, so I don't know. Maybe some parts of it are racist. Of course, you got, my roommates Gio and Zane. Those are my boys. I love those boys, even though Gio was like a predator. You make me happy when I am gay. Found it. This is the shirt. Look, you can see it clearly now how the rose is. It's kind of sick. I lost this game. I lost this game because of the swap hands card. Japanese hotels have like things called onsen, which is basically like a spa where you're butt ass naked for the whole time. I didn't go, but both my roommates did. I didn't go because I'm not homosexual. Actually, no, I am. I changed my mind. Normal. This is yesterday. I don't know why I'm showing you this. It has nothing to do with Japan. But yeah, this is my friend yesterday in micro actually economics. Look what he's looking at on his computer. It's a picture of me asleep. He's so funny. Nate was like kind of questionable. He wasn't one of the chaperones. I'm trying to find the group chat, bro, so I can see like everyone's name. Oh yeah, here it is. This is the group chat that all the dudes made. Advite the J. I already mentioned all these people. Harrison, he never talked, but he was pretty cool. Maddox, I love Maddox. Everyone else I mentioned. Okay, cool. So I'm done with explaining the trip. Bonds were bonded is all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna go over everything individually. Dude, why am I even like saying this? This video is like 37 minutes long, and like. No one's gonna watch it. Like the Utah one was like 10 and no one watched that. I mean, at least the Greece and Hawaii ones are actually good videos. This is like some shit. I didn't explain anything. I know I yapped for so long, but I promise it could have been 5 hours, and that's not a joke. Oh my god, dude, why do I keep missing the pause button? Sorry, couldn't talk. You know what Ava said to me? She said, "You remind me of Handsome Fella." That's the dude who, I actually quoted him, I think, earlier in this video. He's like, "Hey, I've got a tip for you." I love that guy. He's so funny. It's the best compliment I ever received. Masters are happening right now. My parents are downstairs watching it. This video is not going to be edited. It's also not going to be public. Just stop yapping now and I should let you go about your day because you really don't deserve to listen to me. You don't deserve to be put through listening to me is what I meant. I'm not above you, I'm below you. Yeah, so I'm sorry for yapping for so long. I should shut up. It was an amazing trip. It actually was like a really, really awesome trip. I feel like I might have been downplaying that because I'm making this video in like a nonchalant mood. I'm kind of like skimming over everything and be like, this, that. I promise everything was awesome, okay? Everything is awesome. Hey, yeah, everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when you live in a gay man's ass. So this happened like 6 months ago, but I have 1,000 wins in Zombs Royale now. I was going to make a YouTube video about it, but I was literally getting seconds per frame instead of frames per second, so I decided not to. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to stop yapping now. It was an awesome trip. They were awesome people. Like, I loved like everything about it. It was fun. It was fire. It was awesome. Didn't mention anything that happened, but still. W trip, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Jed Will. See ya. Jed Will is. That's just what it says at the start of some random viral song I just remembered from 2017. I'm going to shut up now. Goodbye. I love you.